Hi everybody, Erin here. Today I'm going to be talking to you, I'm just going to be chatting with you about a couple things. First, there's the fact that I have not been around very much lately. You may have noticed I've been very inconsistent with videos. This is because we've been painting our entire house. And you'll notice that I'm actually in a bit of a different location. Well, not really in a different location. I just have a bit of a different background, a little different color on the walls. That's the color we went with, a nice gray, nice soft gray. I now have two bookshelves in this room, which is my spare bedroom, and it's actually set up better as a spare bedroom now, but it meant I had to move things around, got rid of some furniture. My lovely chair with the little circles on it is downstairs in our main living room now. And yeah, after living in this house for since 2011, so for 6 years, we finally started making it our home, right? So we've got the two bookshelves in here, I've got them filled up, I've got one behind me that's full of mystery, thriller, and a shelf of nonfiction and cookbooks and stuff like that, general stuff. And then my other shelf is full of science fiction, fantasy, romance, and everything else. I'm the big reader of mystery and thriller. My husband reads a little bit of science fiction. I read a bit of fantasy, especially urban fantasy, and satiric fantasy. So Terry Pratchett. I also love Neil Gaiman. Can't believe I said his name wrong. Neil Gaiman. Jim Butcher's up there. We've got some Douglas Adams. You know, the geeky things. As my husband says, I was geek before it was chic. And I really was. I'm not even sure it's chic yet. So that's kind of where I stand. We've got things almost done. That took a while. It took a long time. And then other than that, we've just got some art up on the walls, which is interesting because our style is very quirky. So we've got weird things like a picture of a pig leaping into a pond, stuff like that. And I'm not talking cartoon pig, I'm talking real pig. Anyway, somebody had fun with Photoshop. But what I want to talk to you about today is not just, my change in filming location again. It's TBRs. I don't know if you've noticed, but I haven't been really good at doing TBRs lately. I think I did a TBR for Booktubeathon and I never did a follow-up. I did a TBR for my Canada 150 challenge and I did half a follow-up on that. I was going to do a TBR for Tome Topple and I completely failed at doing the TBR for that, and we're halfway through the challenge, so I'm thinking now is too late. So we're just gonna go with I'm bad at TBRs. And the reason I'm bad at TBRs is what I've noticed is when I'm planning this month ahead and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna read these books, I fail. I fail at it and I often fail miserably. I'll read 3 books from what I think I was going to read and then all of a sudden I go off on a tangent and I stop at the library to pick a bunch of books, or another challenge will come up and I'm like, oh, I need to do that, or somebody's reading a book and they talk about it and they rave about it and it's on my shelf so I have to read it. There's things that happen and so I don't follow my TBRs, so I'm not going to continue doing them because what's the point if I don't follow them, other than I'm showing you books. I'm holding books up on screen that you don't actually read. And I'm not sure that I'm so happy about that, especially since it kind of makes me feel like what I am, which is somebody that's a fantastic planner and not so great with the follow-through. I actually had a discussion with my coworkers the other day. I work on a team full of women, which is extremely rare in IT, extremely rare. So there's a team full of women, there's 3 men on our team. One is seconded to a project, one is our manager, and one's a contractor. So the rest of us lovely ladies have decided that we're going to do our own little team building event and we're going to hit the spa for mani-pedis. And it's funny because the guy that's seconded to a project, I was on his team when I was the girl and they were all the guys. And he looked at me one day and he's like, now I get it. He says, now I know what you felt like all those years, that you were the girl and we were the guys and we left you out of things and we did guy things and you didn't get invited to things because you were the girl. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? Suck it. No, I didn't really say that, but sometimes I feel like saying that because I've spent 20 years in IT being the only girl. Anyway, so we've had this plan. We talked about getting mani-pedis, but of course because it was my idea, everyone's like, so what's going on with that? I'm like, no, you don't understand. I get the ideas. Somebody else had better follow through on it because if it's up to me, it ain't happening. So that's what happens with my TBRs. I've got to figure out how to work around that for a booktube channel, because honestly, you guys want me to do videos, and well, I assume you want me to do videos, maybe you don't. But I need to do videos if I'm going to have a booktube channel. And if I don't do TBRs, and I'm not really buying a lot of books, and I'm reading books, but I don't always have something coherent to say about them, what am I going to talk about on a booktube channel? So I've got to figure this out. I've got to find out my way around this. But I'm just wondering, like, how do you feel about TBRs? When you make a TBR, are you sticking with it? Do you like stick to that TBR and you're like knocking those books out of the park, and at the end of the month you're looking back going, yes, I read all the books I wanted to read? How does that work? Does that, like, how do you do that? Just kidding. I know I don't have it in me to do that. So we're just going to go with, how do you feel about TBRs? Let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Thanks for watching yet again. Bye.